Yo, y'all already know it's Rock. Grand Rising to Montez Academy. You feel me? All the members of Montez Academy, all the real members, you already know what it is. Look, I'm coming to address this right real quick. Like, I just thought of something. So, I already know we studying exclusive equity. You feel me? We are, you know, shout out to all the students studying exclusive equity. So, a thought just occurred to me, like, we doing quo warrantos, we doing writs, all the other writs. You know, we all want relief. You know, we all, you know, some of us still finding it hard to get relief from traffic tickets. They still finding it hard to get relief from this and that. Okay, so anytime you dealing with they courts, anyway, like right off the bat, you is entitled to what they call due process. Okay, so anytime any of us catch a case by the police department, for one of the main things I never hear about, I've been studying this for 20 years, I never heard of nobody doing this. I just thought about it. But, and I think this falls under the Brady rule too. How come we not using affidavits of reasonable doubt and filing that on the record in our people cases? Alright, they got your brother locked up on the case. Okay, cool. Nothing's stopping you and your family from filing an affidavit of reasonable doubt into his case. We don't have to prove nothing. All we want to do is, because the prosecutor got to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay? So if they end up finding an affidavit that says reasonable doubt, they can't never find none of us guilty. On my kids, they got us fucked up. They can't never find none of us guilty if everybody chipping in. In this community, in Montez Academy, if y'all know, motherfucking, all right, folks them over there got a case. Folks over there got a case. All right, we trying to come together. We trying to figure this shit out. All right, well, we need, I ain't gonna say we need. I just think it's a good idea. I ain't even never heard of it. Never seen nobody do it. It's just like, while I know the system. So, we trying to find ways to sneak this on the record and sneak that. Man, look, man. One affidavit of reasonable doubt. File that shit on the record. And I'm gonna try it. I never tried it before. It's just a thought that occurred to me. Like I said, it's just a little theory right now. It's just something I pondered on while I'm studying. And, you know, after I get finished studying, I go, you know, I let that information, I let it seep in. I let it marinate. Okay? So, as a result of that, studying law and equity, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I never heard of this. All the cases I done read, Supreme Court cases, Circuit Court cases, Court of Claim cases, Federal District case, like I read a lot of cases. So, and I just studied that Newby versus Amron. Amir keep telling y'all to study. I read through that case, and so that enjoin, that word enjoin, like I'm liking that. I'm feeling that because I sued City of Chicago before, and I sued Cook County Sheriff Department before successfully on 2 different occasions. So Montez Williams versus Cook County Sheriff Department, that's a win. Montez Williams versus City of Chicago, which I was suing the police department for excessive force. They did this to my eye. Excessive force, that was Cook County. This was CPD. Stabbed me in the neck right here. Both of them cases got settled out. You don't need a lawyer. You need to know the court rules. You need to know how to go in court and stand on your own rights. Speak for yourself. Stop trying to hire people to speak for you, because when you do that, they looking at you like incompetent, like an imbecile. That's what the Department of Corrections for. The department full of insane. I am not. Shout out to all the insane members. But not on no gang banging shit. I'm talking about like people that's really incompetent, like they think they persons. You can only be sitting in jail if you still think you're a person. By now, we know persons only can commit offenses. The statute says a person commits the offense of. So you put an affidavit of reasonable doubt. Man, hold on. He ain't even a person. She not even a person. And that's it. That's all. Leave it at that. So when the state's attorney finds, or whoever looking up the case, when they find on the record some shit saying reasonable doubt, the jury have to look at that too. If you take it to bench trial, they got to look at that too. So everybody already can see, they can find it. You can't find me guilty beyond reasonable doubt if it's an affidavit lodged into the case that's pointing out that there is a reasonable doubt. We not going to leave it up to y'all to find the reasonable doubt. Y'all going to act like y'all don't see it. We going to push it. Fuck you mean? We going to put it right there on your nose. We going to put these affidavits right on your Pinocchio noses. Okay, if you operating under the color of law, we on your ass. It's 2024. Y'all been stealing from us for too long. Don't nothing get straightened but straightening, man. Don't nothing get straightened but straightening. Stop letting these people get down on y'all, man. How the fuck you gonna let a servant tell you what they is or what they ain't gonna do, and they here to serve you? You the master. You the master. Half of y'all don't know y'all the master. Y'all still think y'all persons. Y'all still so the difference is so the difference is, like, if you want to operate in a person capacity, then that's what that SPC shit for. If you want to operate in your private capacity with all your rights and all your immunities, that's what exclusive equity for. And I'm seeing y'all mixing that. And Montez Academy, before I joined, Amir made sure to let everybody know that the community and the academy is explicitly for exclusive equity. But I'm seeing a lot of people like y'all mixing, y'all still mixing it. Y'all still mixing law and equity, okay? Get rid of them codes, get rid of them statutes, get rid of all that shit. You want to use plain English. You ain't got to do all that. Y'all trying to study codes and all that shit only apply to government officials anyway. Is it good to know the codes? Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know, like, okay, first of all, that's how you find the law. You find the law by knowing the code first, and the code that apply to motherfuckers in their official capacity, they violate statutes, rules, and codes. We can't violate that because it don't apply to us. It applies to persons. So if you got a uniform on, you definitely a person right off back. You work for somebody. You're a person, okay? We man and woman, that's private. So we handle, you know, we want to find them insurance claims. We want to stay out of court all together, but we still need compensation for our injuries. You feel me? So that's why I have, you know, that's why the claims departments, like the court of claims, or they talking about chancery court. I never went to chancery court, but you feel me? Like, I've been in Northern District Court. That's how I won these two cases. Northern District Court, you got to know the court rules. Whatever court you in, you guys got to know the rules. You know what I'm saying? And then the rule, on top of knowing the rules, you have to know what remedy you want so you can apply the rules effectively. Okay? You want to be able to get in and get out. You don't want to be continued and back and forth with them. I want to get cashed out. Every time they fuck with me, they done took too much time. They done took over a decade away from me. Cook County Department of Corrections, Illinois Department of Corrections, all together, they got over a decade out of me. So I need my lick back. I'm coming back to get all mine. I need recoupment. I need all full settlement and closure, all that. I need all mine. You feel me? I found out in jail motherfuckers was locked up voluntarily. I just didn't know what to do about it. I was still trying to learn. 2014, early 2014, all the way up until right now, the present day of time. Like, they done fucked up. They left me alive, though, because I did learn. I learned how to be better than a judge. So I am a judge. I don't need their certificate. So now we operating on you know, with the hierarchy of law being what it is. We know all that's beneath us. All them persons, we call them infidels. Persons. Y'all infidels. We vice lords. We down here with the living word of God coming out of our mouth all day long. The highest The only thing higher than us on this earth is God or your creator, whatever name you may give him. We vice lords. We down here giving orders, directing this, managing that all day long. So when these servants of ours is out here usurping their authority, they call that shit color of law. Okay? So, you know, if you don't know your rights, they're going to get away with it. If you know your rights, don't let them get away with shit. Get on their ass. File your claim. File your shit in court. Do your grievance. Do your administrative process. Whatever it is you got to do to make sure that at the end of the day, you with the standing to goddamn it walk away from all that with an injunction to make sure that this shit never happens again. But on top of that, you want to be compensated. The injunction is for stop these bitches from violating our rights. We need court orders that they can recognize. So now when they get to pulling us over this and that, okay. So now what we gonna do is we gonna get a court order so that when y'all pull us over from now on, we can just hold that injunction up at the window, exercising the right to remain silent. Look, that's the injunction, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, injunction. You can't even talk to me unless you got a warrant. So while we was still doing that SPC shit, I was telling my homie, like, man, you know, it's looking like all we got is claims. You see what I'm saying? We got all the right claims, but we don't have a court order, G. You know what I'm saying? You can claim anything, but until they rule on it and agree with you, you ain't gonna be able to enforce those claims. To enforce them, you need to put that shit in front of a court. You know what I mean? In front of an administrator. So now that SPC shit is good for dealing with consumer law or challenging the validity of the debt and all that. But that's not equity. Equity is different. That's still law. You see what I'm saying? Equity is, man, we ain't trying to hear shit. You trustee, I'm beneficiary, cash me out. You know what I mean? So I never heard of people using the Affidavit of Reasonable Doubt. I ain't never even known it to exist. I'm gonna do a search later on. Like, I gotta put some water and some soap on my bathroom, my bathroom quarters right now. But I just wanted to drop that real quick for you know what I mean? Like, just to put it out there and see and get some feedback and see what people thinking about that. Right now, I'm finna play in my bathroom. But at the same time, like, just, man, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Drop a comment and let me know what you think about that. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, take over nobody, nothing, none of that shit. Like, it's just a thought that occurred to me. Like, how come we don't do that? And then I was thinking about the Matrix when they went to go save Morpheus. When they went to save Morpheus, and then he was like, it's not gonna work. He was like, why you think it ain't gonna work? Motherfucker like, cause he said it is gonna work. He say, nobody never tried this before. He said, I know, that's why it's gonna work. That's what Neil told. So I'm like, okay, well, shit, we dealing with the same shit. There's some shit out here that people ain't never tried before. I'm so tired of seeing people talk about, well, did it work for you? Did it work? Get your ass up and go try it yourself, man. Stop waiting around to see if shit worked for somebody else. Get out there and do and move in faith. See if it's gonna work for you. As soon as you get that information, research and use it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about if it worked for somebody else. Worry about because everything don't work for everybody. So you can't sit around and wait on nobody talking about did it work for them. You gotta put work behind your shit and make it work for you. Stand on your shit. As long as you stand on your rights and you keep putting that pressure on them, it's gonna work. My wife just pulled up. I'm finna roll up, clean my bathroom, then I'm finna hit the finna get back in my office. So yeah, man, like, feel me, just link with Rob, man. Let's have this discussion, man. Link with Rob, man. Drop your comments, man. I'll let you.